As Nigeria approaches the 2023 presidential election and the mouth-watering prospect of positive change, many are desperate to find a better life than the one they've been given so far by their political leaders. That is what is driving people in this election, to find a leader who can create a measurably better world for them, so that good governance will no longer be so elusive and the world so eerily dark and empty, the corridors of power rattling in the gloom of the old ways. So, if you want to be given the opportunity to ascend that ultimate plinth as President of Nigeria, then conform to the demands of the people. Open yourself to one-on-one media scrutiny and let the people see you sprinkle the seedlings of your potential greatness as a leader. That is what will give them hope that you could be that magnificent president, one who will build this nation's pillars deep, lift them to the sky, and etch your name in the hearts of the people forever. Anything else looks like self-doubt, and that, alas, is not a plus for a politician. Now to the rest of the program, and we begin with the civil war inside the main opposition People's Democratic Party, or PDP. Success often breeds success, they say, and failure often leads to meltdown. Since the PDP lost 2 presidential elections in succession, all hell appears to have broken loose. Beyond the recriminations, there have been accusations flying on all sides of smears and unofficial votes of no confidence in the party chairman Iyorchia Ayu and the presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar. But now, beyond the Nyesom Wike group and the harm they've inflicted so far on the image of the party, the PDP is also being assailed from within by a new threat, a group calling itself the PDP for Peter Obi. They've launched a cutting attack on Atiku Abubakar's record, claiming that Peter Obi would make a better president for Nigeria and pledging their support to him. It's a move that's equivalent to lobbing a grenade into the PDP, pushing more divisions into the open and exposing splits across the ranks of the party. So how deeply has this knife plunged into the heart of the PDP? And can the party go on to thrive in the 2023 ballot despite this latest assault from within? Well, for more on this, I'm joined now in the studio by the coordinator of the PDP for Peter Obi Group, Obede Ifaluyi Isibo. Thank you very much indeed for coming in.
Thanks for having me again, Charles. I appreciate it.
The last time we spoke, you said you couldn't get yourself to vote for Atiku Abubakar, who is the presidential candidate of your party, the PDP. Just briefly remind us why.
Well, like I said the last time I came, and I appreciate the audience that was given to me to express my views as a member of the PDP and to give reasons why I think that though we hold the view that Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is a decent politician, one who has risen to the post of vice president in the nation and who a lot of people love. And we went all out for him in 2019, campaigned for him, putting our resources and our time for him, because we felt that at the time we needed a good general to lead the army of the Nigerian people to deliver a more decent future for themselves. Unfortunately, he lost the election. At the time, we had a severe glitch in our economy. But in 2023, just now, what we have is a catastrophe. What we have is a disaster. Nigerians are frustrated. The nation is in despair. What we need now is the best general who can lead the army of the Nigerian people to a semblance of progress.
And Atiku is not that general in your assessment.
Atiku is not that general just now.
Well, let me be clear that essentially you are aiming to contribute to the loss of the presidency in 2023 by the party that you belong to, the PDP? And,
No.
and you say you have considerable support within the PDP, this movement that you've started, the PDP for Peter Obi Support Group.
Okay, this is it. I'm not contributing to the loss of the PDP, even as a member of the PDP.
Well, obviously
I'm
you are.
contributing to the progress of Nigeria. And that is why we are focusing.
Yeah, but that you may interpret it as progress,
Yes.
but it is contributing to the loss in
No,
2023.
if someone else interprets it as a loss, that is his own interpretation. I don't see it as a loss.
Yeah, but that's
my
what it is.
focus, my
Right.
focus has ascended beyond partisanship. It has ascended beyond the nomenclature of a political party. It's bigger than this. The catastrophe we've found ourselves now transcends beyond politics. It's not about politics. If it was, I would easily align with the party's candidate, but it is beyond that. Like I said, we are merely trying to save our lives. We're trying to save our future.
Okay, help us assess the strength of this group that you coordinate. It's called the PDP for Peter Obi Support Group.
When I left the show that day, the first time I came, I had a lot of friends in the PDP reach out to me and say, well, you were bold enough to express our collective views on TV, and we appreciate that. And there are a lot of us in several units and several wards across the country. Let us come together under an umbrella and form like a microstructure for our preferred our preferred candidates. Now we have played major roles in the PDP at several elections. We understand the dynamics of the elections on election day. We understand how the game is played. Now let us align forces together. Let us pull in one direction for the sake of Peter Obi. So what we're going to be doing, we're going to be monitoring on behalf of the Labour Party the elections on that day at our various polling units. We're going to be contributing to logistics for the Labour Party on the election day on behalf of Peter Obi. And like I said, we generally have no issues with Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I think he's a decent gentleman. But at the level we are right now, it requires more than a gentleman to save our lives.
So how's it going to work then? I mean, you're going to be, because I seem to remember you saying that you've got other candidates lower down the structure, the
Yes.
sort of the strata that you support,
Yes.
who are PDP candidates. So maybe you've got a flag on one hand that says, I support the governor of, the PDP governorship candidate or whatever, and then another flag saying, I support Peter Obi for president.
Well, we're not we're going to be holding flags.
Right.
What we're saying, we're speaking to the conscience of the people. We're telling them that who do you have confidence in to save our country? Now it is not voting a Labour Party from top to bottom or PDP from top to bottom. Who are the individuals whose character you have interrogated, that you feel that given the trust of the people, this man can deploy our resources for the benefit of the majority of the people. Not basically now who is your party's candidate. Who do we have confidence in?
Right.
Have we examined his competence? Have we examined his character?
Well, I'm going to come to why you've chosen Peter Obi in
Yeah.
a minute, but it sounds like you've created an us and them situation within your party, the PDP. Do you mean us and them as in PDP members on your side who support Peter Obi and PDP members on the other side who support Atiku Abubakar?
I would like to respond to that by saying that it is not really an us versus them thing. It is about a Nigerian thing. There are members of the APC, high-ranking members in the APC, who support Peter Obi, who we know have come out to say, yes, although we are members of the APC, but we do not have confidence in Bola Tinubu. We've seen very high-ranking members do that. And that is because we're seeing that, Charles, for the very first time in our nation's history. It has never happened. Where we see politicians come out openly to endorse candidates of a different political party. That tells the world that 2023 is not a joke. We are not continuing politics as usual, because at the point where we are in dire straits as a nation. We're in a strait betwixt two. 2023 is going to determine if we're going to live our lives, or if we're going to lose our lives. So it's not about politics right now.
But let's just to be clear on that, your PDP for Peter Obi support group. Who are the people who are members? I mean, which bits of the PDP do they occupy? Are they across the board or sort of in a particular range?
Oh no, they're across the board. These are ordinary members of the party. These are members who are holding ESCO positions in the party. These are some members who are in the National Working Committee of the party. These are some members who are in the BOT of the party. These are some members who are serving deputy governors. So this cuts across the entire structure of the party across the nation.
Yeah, but is there a regional slant to that? Or
Regional?
is there an ethnic slant?
Not at all. It cuts across the entire nation. We have friends in the north, we have friends in the south, friends in this case, members of the PDP who are in support of Peter Obi. And I can tell you, majority of us on social media who campaigned heavily for PDP in 2019 are obedient today. Not because we hate Atiku. We went all out for him before. But we're seeing it now that we never expected that we're going to be thrown into the ditch we're in right now by the APC government. I mean, they've been a catastrophic failure. Everybody knows that. So what we're saying now is that how can we save our lives from this mess we're in? Putting aside, throwing away the foolishness of political loyalty, because that's what I call it, foolishness. Because when it comes to partisanship, those at the top do not care about loyalty, but they make those at the bottom of the poll care about loyalty. We see them swing from place to place as they wish, and they don't talk about loyalty. So now we are loyal to our conscience, we are loyal to ourselves, we are loyal to our country, we are loyal to our children.
So remind us why you've chosen Peter Obi in preference to the flag bearer of your party, the PDP.
Well, thank you for that question, Charles, and it's a brilliant one. I hope I'll have some time to explain.
Sure.
The quality of our lives as a people depends on the quality of the society where we live in. And the quality of the society we live in depends on the quality of leaders that we have. A nation cannot progress beyond the capacity of our leaders. And the people cannot progress beyond the opportunities available in that society. And that is why Nigeria has remained at the bottom of the totem pole. We have continuously bit below our political weight, bit below our social weight, bit below our economic weight, bit below our cultural weight, bit below our moral rate. The world is laughing at us today. Everybody is making mockery of us because we have made merchandise of ourselves. We have been unable to select from amongst ourselves leaders who have the vision, the goal, and the plan for the people. And that is why we have gotten to a point now where we're saying it's a do or die for us now. We either get a leader who understands and demonstrates that leader is a privilege and it is given in trust by the people, that you may deploy their resources to their benefit. It is not, something you snatch or you grab. Power belongs to the people. So we are demonstrating, or we are seeing a demonstration from Peter Obi that we can vouch for his competence. We can vouch for his character. We can vouch for his commitment. We study his lifestyle. We see that a man who doesn't waste his money would not waste our money. We've seen how he governed in Anambra State. We see how he was focused on the lives of the people. We saw an increase in the gross happiness index of the Anambra people. And we're saying, come on, what do we really want for ourselves? What do we want for our children? Do we want a Nigeria we can be proud of, where the world is not going to laugh at us everywhere we go to? And we saw a man who, has been in government, he has excelled in government, he has excelled in his private life as a businessman. And this is a man who is telling us that, listen, do not vote for me because of where I'm from. Do not vote for me because of the faith I profess. Vote for me because you trust me. Charles, we have never had such a leader vie for office in Nigeria before. And that is why you can see Nigerians generally were pulling in one direction. There is a unanimity of purpose across the nation for Peter Obi. And I would like Nigerians to understand that 2023 is not a joke.